aggressively. If the Savior actually becomes an effective counter towards the 1-1, Alter Ego is going to regret not picking it in the first game, man. But right now, from the drafts, I must say I like Evos' one better, man. Alter Ego needs to play it perfectly and use all their early game pressure as much as possible if they want to find success. Evos can just be content playing out the game.
Absolutely. We're seeing the same two heroes 3 games in a row. Ling and Lilia. Celiboy and Udil have not changed their heroes since game number 1, but let's see. This is the determining game. Is Alter Ego going home, or are they still going to be able to push this to a best of 5 full 5 games? The reverse sweep is a miracle for Alter Ego that they are going to try to pull off here. Liam Murphy already playing very aggressively. It takes a chunk of Rex HP as both junglers will have a safe time clearing out their creeps, their buffs.
Dude, that's like a huge revenge ploy from the side of Leo Murphy, honestly. I mean, time and time again, we've seen Rex to be such a huge factor on the Hilda, but now it has actually been put back onto him, the amount of damage that he can do. I mean, look at Leo Murphy right now, nearly taking Rex live.
Yep, he's just going in aggressively, and this is the power of the Hilda. The level 1 is absolutely obnoxious. I'm surprised he didn't use it a bit more to try and disrupt the farming pattern of Versik, though. He is still farming really well. Maybe is expecting an invade, but it's not coming, and both teams just default to the lane. And if you go to the late game, I'm not sure. There's both marksmen in both teams, and the range advantage on the Savior is going to be critical as Clover now trades hits with Leo Murphy yet again.
Yeah, look at the mini wave though. It's really good for Nino here, where he can just freeze it and use this pressure to maybe look for some ganks on the board. Leo Murphy is staying at that bottom side, so again, they're putting some pressure into that bottom side finally now, as that's going to be the mid lane chunk low. So everybody goes over the Tempest Blades onto Versik. Immunity from skill 1 will be popped for the side of Versik as he jumps in once again. Udil has nowhere to go. First blood by Evos Legends, presented to you by the Samsung Galaxy A series. So far, it's been the same story. Evos with the early aggression and with the early kill.
See, that's sad, right? When Alter Ego Esports finally are comfortable enough to get some initiative on the board, it's instantly traded back for a kill on towards themselves instead. So we do see a lot of emphasis here in that gold lane, but we can already see some rotations happening from the members of Alter Ego Esports as well as Evos Legends to secure the next neutral objective in that turtle.
So right now, Leo Murphy, he's just babysitting the members on his team, essentially, and denying Rex the ability to be as aggressive. But overall, though, Evos is still the aggressor.
Yeah, once again, it's going to be Versik picking up a kill in that mid lane now. 2 kills ahead of Alter Ego. Rex is going to get bullied, but again, it's just the roamer here. Leo Murphy will have more pressure on the bottom side. But let's take a look at the emblems, Arashi.
Right, Celiboy goes for the farming route again with the attack speed, a buff, and an extra bit of damage. So, for the most part, Leo Murphy, as you can see, going for the cooldown, right? Trying to be as obnoxious as possible, use the base damage to do damage, but he just gets kited away by the other members from Evos Legends, so he is not having the most impact I've seen on the Hilda.
And this makes it so annoying for the 1-1, going up against a person who can outrange you like that. But in the top side, Alter Ego pick up the objective. Leo Murphy is targeted here by Versik, but it is going to be Nino picking up the weakness points. Doesn't get enough to pop the crossbow of Tang as Versik just puts his focus onto the gold buff right now. Leo Murphy trying to do the same as he tries to steal that gold buff away, but in the mid lane, Udil goes aggressively onto Juan. Dawning Light comes in. Unfortunately, it does not connect onto anyone on the map, and both teams will just disengage from this fight currently, but a gank might happen in that bottom side. Leo Murphy doesn't really choose to go too aggressively over there. Pi invading the enemy jungle. Versik's going to be able to dish out some damage onto him. Uses his ultimate as well. But Vengeance now will be popped. That's a lot of damage and a lot of resources spent to dish it only onto Pi.
Right, I mean, it is a boxer, it's very tanky, and with that Vengeance, he's able to withstand the bluff of that damage. But as we mentioned earlier in match number 1, Pi usually needs a more mechanical, a more flashy hero to actually shine. On a Boxia, it just seems very, very lackluster.
Absolutely, man. You can see Udil already bullying the Savior. Yeah, and this is the matchup where Udil will always win. Against a Savior, he cannot do anything against a Lilia.
That is insane amount of damage there. I guess he does have the benefit of having a higher range, but seems like Pi once again caught out, will be taken down.
He is going to be caught, also taken down. Celiboy trying to look for compensation here, but both of the members, Versik and Anti-Mage, are just able to walk out of there.
Right. So Alter Ego Esports right now, they lack crowd control, man. The only real crowd control they have is the Shield Unity and the Tempest of Blades. Anything else doesn't just isn't punishing enough. So Evos Legends right here, even the squishes of members on their team aren't really at any threat of getting picked off. So Alter Ego needs to play the rotation game and the mobility game as much as possible because Evos Legends have an edge.
They do. And currently they are using that edge incredibly well to secure objectives on the board. Top side turret already taken down, and look, they're not contesting for the neutral objectives. They are instead looking for picks on the map. Leo Murphy and Nino are going to be the target here. Nino gets completely just bursted down with a circling eagle, unable to connect. The Dawning Light will miss as well. Nino gets out. The turtle has been traded in by the side of Alter Ego, and they're looking for a collapse into the mid lane as well, where Juan will not be able to get out. Tempest Blade is going to be popped. The Sunny Boy picks up the kill. A 1-4-0 currently for the side of Alter Ego, but Anti-Mage is trying to look for another kill. Pipe pops into Vengeance, and the Tortoise's Poissons will be able to get himself out of there. And Alter Ego pick up an objective and a kill for nothing.
The thing is, Evos Legends, they're still leading with a 1,000 gold lead. So even despite everything Alter Ego Esports has done and has initiated, Evos Legends are still leading. And the question is, what have they amounted to in terms of items?
Well, Celebo has the Wind Talker right now, so already a lot more damage, DPS essentially. For Udil, the Enchanted Talisman will allow him to spam his spells a lot more. And Nino, with the Corrosive Sky, can actually do a lot more kiting or chasing. But of course, with such short range, you know, he's getting outraged completely by Clover's Melissa.
There is a lot of emphasis on the Melissa, but wait a minute.
Yeah, there he goes. Circling Eagle going to be able to connect, but Juan is going to get targeted here by Celiboy. He picks up the kill, going on to Rek now, who does have the guiding win to get out. But another pickoff out of nowhere. 1-0 for the side of Alter Ego. As Versik is looking to go for a pick. He just goes for the little minion as Pi will be able to zone Anti-Mage off of the turret. Nino and Udil hitting, munching on the turret, but a wall comes in and Anti-Mage goes over the flicker. Combo Versik is able to collapse and follow it up. Pi goes over the shield, to stun him up, but the damage will not be enough to take him down. Rek does an amazing job, and he goes in for the circling eagle. He is going to fall, but maybe not here. Yeah, in the end, he gets taken down, but he saves Versik in the process.
He does get a bit of time as well, baited from the side of Alter Ego Esports. He would have been taken down, but with the shield that came in from that ultimate, he was able to, you know, stave it off for just a little bit longer. But once again, man, there was so much emphasis, I feel, from the side of Alter Ego Esports to bully Clover in this gold lane. And therefore, one resource was spent in the hands of Leo Murphy to babysit this gold lane. But I don't know, has it been great? Is Clover really that behind?
From the looks of it, not quite. And honestly, Versik now has a Radiant Armor as well, so he's going to get tankier and tankier. And there isn't any way for Alter Ego to catch him.
Yeah, well, Pai's going to get sacrificed there for the turtle. He might actually not be sacrificed. He's still able to maneuver himself away. He dodges away from the first ability. And there you go. Incredible movement from Pai. Versik's trying to chase him down. Is this the miracle run? Will he be able to escape? The great escape for Pai. I think he's looking for an execute at this point of the game. Versik's trying to hunt him for him, and there you go. The execute from Pai. Amazing movement, as there was nothing else on the board in terms of objectives. A brilliant play from Pai.
I love that. I love that beautiful execute. He was actually kind of like waiting for a bit to see if he had the possibility to like escape, but he was like, nah, okay. So he just walked in towards that tower. So really denying that away from the side of Evos Legends. And amazingly, the gold lead has actually shifted. It's actually bopping back and forth here between Evos Legends as well as Alter Ego Esports.
Oh, absolutely. But Celiboy needs to be careful here. It's going to be Versik jumped on by the side of Nino. He pops the crossbow tang on the back lines, but it's not going to be able to take enough damage, and soaked all in by Versik with the immunity right here. As Leo Murphy will be forced to back up. Rek goes over the guiding wind to dish out the damage with Versik as well to follow it through. And that's exactly what I mentioned. Nino, he can pop the crossbow of Tang easily, but if it's all soaked in by Versik with the immunity, it just doesn't matter.
Yeah, the problem is all that damage just goes to waste. So really hard position for the side of Alter Ego Esports in that particular sense. And man, did you see the Dawning Light actually came? Versik would have been taken down, but he managed to dodge it. It's like he had some spidey sense going on. It was really crazy to see.
Yeah, that ulti, man, the fact that it's global is just so unfair. Udil now has the Ice Queen's wand, so the shorter range members like Versik, like Anti-Mage or Rekt will find it quite difficult to maneuver around in those team fights. But again, all this are just slows. There isn't any real stuns, there isn't any real immobilizers. So Alter Ego, how long can they hold Versik down before he just walks away from them?
I love this. In match number 1 and match number 2, it was, sorry, game number 1 and game number 2, it was so one-sided. But now, in game number 3, it is actually a really close game here between Evos Legends as well as Alter Ego Esports. But my concern is, when we get to the late game, who has the better chance?
Well, I feel like, oh my
Ooh.
god, Clover! Holy moly! What was that damage, my guy? Leo Murphy is supposed to be the tank here, but Clover is still able to melt him down right now with the guiding wind pop. It is going to be Clover dishing out the damage onto the mini-wave. Rex going to be targeted here, and it might just be the crossbow of Tang popped here. All of the weakness points have been taken low. Clover is going to be in range, and that's going to be the crossbow of Tang picking up a double kill. Nino is certainly looking for redemption on his 1-1. So far, he's doing great.
He's absolutely doing great. And the crossbow of Tang just used there to just, secure the kill even more. But look at this. Whenever they go for Fairsick, he can just walk away. There's no real way of catching. So in the late game, I do feel like overall, it's pretty similar. But I think I just have to give it to Evos Legends. Because Juan and Clover is just a lot more AoE and a lot more range. So before the fight even begins, they have the option of doing a lot more damage before the fight begins.
Oh, well, on the top side, crossbow of Tang going to be popped here. Anti-Mage might just fall down, but the damage comes through. Nino almost gets taken down. Pi picks up the kill. Dawning Light unable to connect as Evos Legends are looking for the trade, but instantly Alter Ego with the response. They come down. They're looking for more. They got one. They're trying to get one more. Buy one, get one as well for everyone back at home. If you guys want to check it out, buy one, get one free movie ticket at Sinopolis Cinemas. And you guys can get 30% off of the M-World 1-1 skin as well.
Ooh, 30% off here. And now it seems like Alter Ego Esports, they are going to be the first ones to start this Lord. Let's see what Evos Legends can do about this.
Yeah, probably looking for the opening. Pop the Tortoise's Poissons. But that is a very, very expensive resource already used for the side of Alter Ego. Now, oh my god, all the weakness points. Pop crossbow tag to the back lines. It's going to transfer over to Fairsick, and that's a lot of HP burnt out. Pi is going to get taken down, but Udil finds compensation once again, a trade here. But Anti-Mage still gets out with the help of the guiding wind. Once again, Rex comes in clutch for his teammate, but Alter Ego, that was a brilliant play to secure the Lord.
Another brilliant play by the side of Alter Ego Esports, and now they are leading with a 4,000 gold lead. So very different story to game number 1 as well as game number 2, as in 12 minutes, Alter Ego Esports seem to have had the lead. We see the Lord already marching there in the bottom side. They are controlling the minion waves in that top side as well, as it is going to be another tower falling into the hands of Alter Ego.
Right now, it's just very difficult. Alter Ego tries their best to push, but they don't have the range to try and siege on this. So they do their best to try and deny any kind of, vision or control from the jungle of Evos Legends. But they're just fine. They're waiting to actually regroup, push out the waves, and they'll try and attempt the fights again and again.
Oh, Fairsick needs to be careful here. He's going to get bursted down. Guiding Wind comes in clutch once again. Nino focuses on the turret, unable to get it down as there are no more minions left. But Alter Ego have built up a 5.5 thousand gold lead currently, with them controlling most of the map as well.
Man, this is interesting. Damage dealt by Axe here. It is actually Udil at the top of the charts with the most damage dealt, and under him is Pi. So interestingly, it isn't Nino dealing all that damage. It actually is still those teammates that he has. And wow, if we take a look at the real-time win probability as well, presented to you by the Samsung Galaxy A series, it is a 65% chance for the side of Alter Ego Esports this time around.
Yep, and they actually have a lot more DPS in a sense that Udil has a lot more spammable skills compared to Juan on that Savior, but that will require the members of Evos Legends to clump up together. And I don't know, I think they can just maneuver around that, especially if they're playing for an objective. In the jungle fight though, I think Alter Ego has quite a few options to play around with.
Anti-Mage goes in for the flicker, one charge, and the Dawning Light connects onto the back lines here, but the crossbow of time will be popped. Rex is going to be targeted. The translation of the damage, that's a double kill for Selly Boy, and Nino. He's looking for the triple kill. He is going to be able to get it. Nino picks it up though. A triple kill by Axe. Alter Ego, they have done it. It's not just a triple kill, it's a wipe out. They're going to be able to end this game. 15 seconds on the death timers. We are going to game number 4. Ladies and gentlemen, against all odds, Alter Ego, they're still in it to win it.
Alter Ego Esports finally understanding, when the odds are all stacked against them, when the pressure is definitely on them, they had one chance left, they were able to go for a 2-1 with Evos Legends. You can see the passion from Selly Boy as well as Nino. You should have seen Nino's face before this game started. He looked like he was crying, and now look at the smile on his face. They might actually have a chance to take